How's it going, you lot? Hope you're all alright. I've just thought it's about time I do a comments, video. I ain't done that for a while, have I? It's a bloody update today. I'm sweating like a pig, look at me. Been doing a bit of stuff here and there, but let's have a look at these comments, shall we? We are exactly 3,312 subscribers now, so thanks a lot for that, everyone. Oh, by the way, before I go into this, just in case anybody's bought me anything off the Wishlist, the Amazon Wishlist, I was out the other day, and I had a delivery. It was on the Ring doorbell. I was trying to speak to him. He phoned us up on the phone and says he's got an Amazon delivery. I can't leave it anywhere. It's got to be signed by you because it's it needs to be signed for. I was like, right, can you re-deliver it? He said, yep. Anyway, come back the next day, but I was out again, and he phoned me up, and I see him on the Ring doorbell, looking at him, and he was on the phone to me as well. And I said, oh man, I'm out again. Can we arrange another re-delivery when I'll definitely be in? So we arranged it for the Monday, but he never turned up. So I didn't order anything. None of us did. We don't know what it's for. I've spoken to Amazon directly, and they said we can't help you. The person who bought the item has to be the one to sort it out. So if someone, the only other thing I can think of is one of you lot bought me something from my wish list. Okay, it's not showing up on there as purchased. Nothing is, but it's the only other thing we can think of. So if any of you lot bought me anything from the Amazon wish list, and well, anything at all, whether it's been delivered or not, have a look. And either let me know or sort it out of Amazon, because I wouldn't want one of you lot to buy me something and think I'm ungrateful because I never said thank you. I'd like to get it anyway, you know what I mean? So yeah, if that is the case, then please have a look and try and sort that out, because it never come back to be delivered, whatever it was, and Amazon won't help because I wasn't the one to buy it. So it has to be the person that bought it to sort it out. So yeah, I just thought I'd put that in there. So let's have a look at these comments, shall we? So number one on the list, sit down. Number one on the list, it's on a, what's that one, a Savage video, it just says same. Alright, next one down, Randall Appleton. I have boats, planes, electric nitro monster trucks, SCT, whatever that is. Don't worry about having a good time with family and friends in a field or track. Me and my daughter do clay oval racing. It's a lot of fun, and that's what it seems like they're about. So that's where I leave it. Nice. Glad you had fun there, Randall. The next one down is Nolan Philpott. Kev's pretty smart. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, I'll say what I'm going to say in a minute. The reason that he tests these trucks to the limit is, one, it's fun, but when he breaks stuff, two, he promotes third-party upgrades and makes the viewer believe they also all need the M2C trail. Just Bassett upgrades free, whatever that's what he's on about now. People then buy these via affiliate links in his video, but it also gets a ton of views for the privilege. The best of all worlds. Absolutely bash the hell out of your trucks because it's fun and people like to see it. Promote upgrades for all the broken parts and get paid for it. Let him crack on. He's not doing anything wrong. That is so true then, Nolan. That's exactly right. That was the point of my video. He's yeah, buy your own stuff, didn't you? Do your own thing and carry on. That is exactly right, you know. When I was saying about Kevin, he's got his own money and he makes money from his videos. People like to see things being smashed up. Do whatever you want. That's exactly right. We live in free countries. There's a lot of countries that ain't free, but we live in the free ones. So that's right, Nolan. 100%. Now what I was going to say was, Kevin actually replied twice to that video that I made about him, but then he seems to have deleted his comments. Oh man, what's that all about? I thought he was going to be like, easygoing and free-spirited and get involved, but he was involved and then got uninvolved. I don't know why. It don't matter, anybody's free to comment and then delete comments anyway. Thanks for explaining Kevin Tolbert, I like him more now. Good. That's good. Everybody needs to be liked. It's difficult to please everybody, but the more people you do please, the better it is. Well said, mate. The issue is I have with the bigger YouTubers, the ones with thousands and thousands of subscribers, they have no actual interest in other people's channels, only the big YouTubers' channels. You reckon that's true, do you? So do you reckon the channels with loads of subscribers are only interested in other channels with loads of subscribers. They're not interested in the smaller channels. That's an interesting theory. Hadn't really thought about it like that. I mean, I haven't got loads of subscribers, but I'm interested in the ones with less than me. I can't speak for ones with thousands, hundreds of thousands or millions. It's an interesting theory. What the rest do you think about that? Next one. Every person is different. Every YouTube host is different. Different to each his own. It must be an American thing. The funny comment on this video is that... Oh, I replied to this one. Canadians and Americans are rich and do not work hard, and that UK people only work hard for what they have. Now, Paul, as I explained in my reply, that's not what I meant. So what I meant was, in the video, when I was talking about RC Sparks being Canadian, and everybody appears to be rich in Canada and America and Australia, I just meant that we all work equally hard. Because in this country we work hard, but we get quite little, but it's because, from my view, my perspective is, things seem to be cheaper in those countries as well. I mean, we pay taxes for NHS and things like that, but, for example, a litre of petrol at the moment is £1.48 where I live. It obviously differs around the country. £1.48 for a litre of petrol, and it's about £1.32, I think, for diesel. That is ridiculously expensive. And I think in America it's a lot cheaper, and Canada and Australia. So correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm always willing to be corrected. I'm always willing to learn. So how much is petrol and diesel where you live? That was an example. Food as well. Food is ridiculously expensive now. It's not just because of things. It's also because of transport and things. But this country is getting ridiculous. We import a lot of food from different countries. Why? There's no need to. We could just grow it in this country, no problem. So I'm not going to go into the politics about it. But all I meant was, we work really hard in this country, those of us that want to. There's a lot of lazy people, but that's all over the world anyway. So what I was saying was, we work hard, we get a reasonable amount for what we work for, but then expenses just eat all that money up, so we end up with nothing, no savings. It's difficult to save in this country, and it appears, from my perspective, from near enough everybody you see on YouTube in Canada, Australia and America, obviously certain states are going to be poorer than other states. It's the same as in England. Certain regions are poorer than other regions. But everybody just seems to be, they're like, they seem to be in a poor situation, but they've got massive houses. Massive gardens and all this stuff. It just seems to be that how can I say it? The proportions of income to outgoings is a lot bigger, so you end up with a lot more free money. That's how it seems. Alright, I'm not saying it's true. I've never been to those countries, but that's how it seems. So there you go. I'm sure there's a lot of politics and science and whatever you want to call it to explain it away, but that's just the way it seems. It seems like this country, we work really hard and get a reasonable amount, but then the costs of living and other things eat it up fast. But in other countries, you work hard, you get your money, things are cheap, so you keep your money. That's how it seems anyway. Alright, next one down. Oh, here's Kevin's replies. Look, he replied to a comment that was on the video, but he's deleted it now and I can't find it. I can't get it back. And then he replied, like himself, actually put a comment on the video. You've actually kind of got me figured out, but I bashed. And he was all just talking about he used to do RC before YouTube was invented, as so did I. About 20 years now I've been doing RC cars, well before YouTube was Well, it was probably about, but it weren't very big, that's for sure. 2007 is when I started doing YouTube. And I think 2004 YouTube come out. I'm not sure. Anyway, so Kevin was just saying that he used to do RC cars before YouTube, but no one ever saw it. Blah blah blah. And I just said back, I said I can't wait to see your monster truck build. And then he deleted. Well, he seems to have deleted it. He might not have done. YouTube does mess up quite a lot, but I can't find the comment now, as you just saw. Both comments have vanished. So it's a shame. Kevin, what are you on about? I thought you was a decent bloke. Nah, I'm sure you are. Maybe you just got a bit shy. I don't know. But yeah. Let's have a look, see what else we got. You still using Polestar to this day? This is actually inspirational to stay with one. 100%. Polestars have always been the way, and they'll always be the way forward. You know, it's one less battery to keep charged. It's one less. Alright, Polestar can still break. Something can still break on it. Of course it can, but it's one less thing to worry about. All you got to make sure you got charged up is your transmitter, receiver, and glow starter. Yeah. If you use a starter box or a roto start or something, or a drill, it's another thing to make sure you got charged up, and you can forget about it easily. Polestar's always on the car. You ain't got to carry around a starter box, you ain't got to carry around a rotor start. It's just pull it and go.
Fine, sounds perfect, mate. Nothing wrong with that this way, to me anyway.
CB radio, and also ham radio. Somebody asked me what my call sign is for the radio. I don't have a call sign anymore. I think I let it lapse. But I'm going to get back on it. Don't worry about that. We're going to get back on it one day. And also, you don't need a call sign for CB, so I'm on it every now and again. But not very often. Got rid of a lot of the stuff, as a lot of you probably may know. Got rid of literally 99% of my radio stuff because I don't need more than one bloody hobby. And I'm trying to get back into the RC big time now. So, getting rid of all the radio stuff. I kept some because my daughter loves it. My daughter loves sitting on the CB going, hello, anyone about today? Talking on there. So, and I enjoy it still as well, but not as much as I did. So, kept that there. And I've got the PMR as well. It's on like literally less than half a watt. That is because I only use that for local. I sit in here and we pretend to be, she has little handheld ones, and they run around the garden and that, and I sit here pretend to be like a bass. So I'm on using the bass. So, but I've got PMR there as well. So yeah, I ain't done a comment thing for a while. That was it. Anyway, you lot, it's a 6 weeks holidays. What you lot been up to? You've been out playing with your RC cars and things and bits and bobs. Some of you adults probably don't do that anymore. Some of you probably off work because you've got your kids in. What's going on? Is it all good fun and games? I'd genuinely love to hear your opinions about what my perception of different countries is. You know, America and all of that. If you're in America, Canada or Australia? Well, in fact, I know somebody who lived here and I went to school with, and now he's moved to Australia. He's been out in Australia now for about 15 years. And it came back about 2 years ago, briefly, just to see his family and us, and I see him briefly, and he was saying it's a completely different way of life in Australia. He said, you go to work to have fun. You go to work to have fun. You don't go to work to survive like you do in this country. And it sounds like you do in America and Canada as well, but I don't know. He said in Australia, you go to work, you do a normal day's work, not busting your bollocks, but just a normal day's work. And then you get your money. And you can save up as well a decent amount, but you can just live and just have fun. You don't have to because in this country you work hard, like I said earlier on, and then the cost of food, even if you're proper budgeting, it's still expensive unless you're on a really good wage. So just give me your opinions. It's not a moan, I'm not complaining, because some of you say, why are you in the country then? I'm not moaning, I love this country, I love living here, but it's just the way it is. It's the way that I see other countries. Anyway, you lot, I'll catch you in a bit. I'm going to try and get a little surprise lined up. I say it in most videos, but I want to get a little surprise lined up, and I want to do a giveaway this year before Christmas. I want to do a giveaway because the ones I did before were shit, and I want to try and get a good one. So I'm going to try and get myself a sponsor or something, get a bit of money up, and then we can get something good to give away. That's the plan anyway. Whether it's going to happen, I don't know. But I'll catch you on the next one. You lot all the best. Enjoy yourselves, and just enjoy life. Don't worry about all the crap.